Hey guys, let's take a look at lesson number 9-3 in our math books, pages 224 through 225. We are looking at fractions and sets of a group. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at maybe groups of people. So we're going to go with this, and I'm going to draw circles for people. So we have, these people are waiting in line for a movie. Well, in the good old days. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait a minute. Let's change it to blue. A couple people are wearing a blue shirt. And then we're back to red for some reason. A lot of red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so we've got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people in line. And we want to represent some fractions here. First off, we want to look at what a unit fraction. Unit fraction is just saying one part, one person, one piece of the pie, one out of all of it would be the unit fraction. So for a unit fraction, we're going to have our fraction bar. We know that the bottom fraction, which is the denominator, the bottom number, represents how many total parts there are. So if I look at this, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 parts. So our denominator is 8. If I want to look at the unit fraction, then I just need to look at one part. It doesn't matter what part, just one of them. Boom, 1. So in this group, the unit fraction would be 1/8. All right, so now, gonna erase. I wish there was a faster way on this particular program to erase. All right. So now let's take a look at some fractions of people, the shirts that they're wearing. And the color of the circle represents the shirt color. So if I said, hey, I want to know what's the fraction of the group of people that are wearing red shirts. Okay, well, we'd want to have our fraction bar. And once again, the denominator, the bottom number, always represents the total amount of parts. So in this instance, it would be 8. The numerator represents what we're describing. And for this case, the question is red shirts. So I'm only going to look at the red shirts. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my numerator will be 6. So the answer would be the 6/8 of the group of people standing in line are wearing red shirts. We could also write this out in words by saying 6/8. Beautiful, isn't it? There you go. 6/8. Now, let's take a look at drawing counters to represent a fraction that's been given to you. Okay, so let's take, for instance, you're given a fraction 4/6. Okay, let's take a look at that. Now, when I look at 4/6, there's a few things that I need to be able to know about this. I need to know, what does the 4 represent and what does the 6 represent? With fractions, I always like to look at the bottom number first, our denominator. The denominator will tell you how many total parts there are in this one unit. So for this instance, there's 6 parts. And we're going to write them using counters. So I'm going to change mine to, let's do yellow counters. So I'm going to go, I need 6 of them. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 counters in this group, and I need to somehow represent 4 of them. The numerator represents what we're describing. So maybe 4 of the counters are colored with purplish pink. So I don't know what you'd call this, purple or pink or purple pink. So I'm going to color in 4 of them. It doesn't matter which 4 I color in, as long as I color 4. Now I can say 4/6. 4/6 represents the amount of pink or purple colored counters in the group. Okay? All right, so now let's do this. We want to now draw shapes. And it says we need to draw 6 shapes. 2/6 of the shapes are circles. All right, so first thing I'm thinking of is I've got to look at my fraction. I already know that there's 6 shapes, and that's helpful because even if I didn't have this information right here, 6 shapes, I could look at this and say, oh, the denominator says 6. There's got to be 6 shapes. I just need to make sure that 2/6 of them are circles. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw 2 circles because I know that means the numerator means what I'm describing, and they're circles. So 2 of the circles out of the 6 are circles. So 1, 2. But now I need to have a total of 6 shapes. So after I draw my 2 circles, I can draw any shape I want. So let's do a triangle. Let's do a square. Let's do a trapezoid. And let's do a really long rectangle. All right. So here is my group here of shapes. 2/6 of the shapes are circles because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total shapes, and 2 of them are circles.